Hey, welcome back to Divine Harmonies Guitar Lessons. Let's talk about some chords today, shall we? So I'm going to start with the open chord C major. Now the notes we get here are C, E, G, and then C again, and then E again. Right? Now you can always add the G below and get a fuller sound. But in most cases, you can add the G. Now remove the index finger and get the note B, which is the 7th note of the C major scale, and it gives us a C major 7 chord. Now go back another note and we get the note A sharp, which is the 7th note of the C minor scale. Therefore it's a borrowed note, and if you play that in a C major chord, you get a C major minor 7 chord. In other words, a C7 chord or a C dominant 7 chord. So this is a C dominant 7 triad. Now you can put this back since it's just a C and get a fuller sound. And you can always add the G below and get an even fuller sound. Sounds great, doesn't it? I really feel like resolving it, but I'll keep that for another video. Anyway, so let's move back another note and we get the note A, which is the 6th note of the C major scale, and it gives us a C major add 6 chord, almost like A minor, right? But with the C in the bass. So you can add the G, and if you remove the index, you get a C major 7 add 6 chord. You can play that like this too. One of my favorite chords. So a C major 7 add 6 chord. Now if you move back another note, you get the note G sharp, which is the 6th note of the C minor scale, and if you play that in the C major, it's a sharp 5 and you get the note and you get the chord C augmented, C major augmented. Since it's a sharp 5, you can add the sharp 5 here too and get a fuller sound. Now if you move the index, you get a C augmented major 7 chord. Really like this chord, C augmented major 7. Now if you move back another note, you get the note G, and we're back to C. Now if you move back another note, we get the note G sharp, we get the note F sharp, and which is the flat 5. So we get a C major flat 5 chord. You can add the flat 5 below as well. Get a fuller sound. See, I'm not playing the G note. So you can remove the index again and make this a C major 7 flat 5 chord. There are many other ways to play this chord, but I'll keep that for another video. Now if you move back another note, we get the note F, and it gives us the chord C sus4, because the 3rd note E is suspended to the 4th note F, and if you don't play the E above, you are getting a C major sus4 chord, since there's no third in a sus chord, right? You can add the G here. But if you decide to play the E above, then it becomes a C major add 11 chord, because the F, the fourth, is also the 11th. So if you are keeping the third, it means it's not a sus chord anymore. So it becomes a C major add 11 chord, because you're adding this note and you're also keeping the third. Right? Now remove the index finger and get a C major 7 sus4 chord. And if you play the E, it becomes a C major 7 add 11 chord. Now go back another note and we are back to C again. Now go back another note and we get a C minor. Right? Now go back another note and you get the C sus2 chord, because again you're suspending the second note, the third note, to the second note, D. You play it like this, and if you decide to keep the E, it becomes a C major add 9 chord, because the second is the ninth as well, and if there's a third in the chord, it doesn't remain a sus chord anymore. So if you play the E, the third, this becomes a C major add 9 chord, because you're only adding the ninth note, nothing else. Right? Now if you remove the index, you get a C major 7 sus2 chord, and if you decide to keep the third, the E, it becomes a C major 9 chord, because you're adding the 7th and the 9th and you're keeping the third as well. So a C major 9, not an add 9, because add 9 means you're only adding the 9th note, but a C major 9 means you have until the 9th note. So the root, the third, the fifth, the 7th and the 9th. So until the 9th note, up to the 9th note. See? Such a great voicing, such a great open sound of a C major 9. I just love playing this chord.